The Geraldines by Thomas Osborne Davis. The Geraldines. The Geraldines. 'Tis full 1,000 years since, mid the Tuscan vineyards, bright flashed their battle spears. When Capet seized the crown of France, their iron shields were known, and their sabre dint struck terror on the banks of the Garonne. Across the downs of Hastings they spurred hard by. William sighed, and the grey sands of Palestine with Moslem blood they dyed. But never then, nor thence till now, has falsehood or disgrace been seen to soil Fitzgerald's plume, or mantle in his face. To the Geraldines. The Geraldines. 'Tis true, in Strongbow's van, by lawless force, as conquerors, their Irish reign began, and, oh, through many a dark campaign they proved their prowess stern, in Leinster's plains, and Munster's vales, on king, and chief, and kerne. But noble was the cheer within the halls so rudely won, and generous was the steel-gloved hand that had such slaughter done. How gay their laugh, how proud their mien, you'd ask no herald's sign among 1,000 you had known the princely Geraldine. 3 These Geraldines, not long are ere they breathed, not long they fed on venison, in Irish water seethed, not often had their children been by Irish mothers nursed, when from their full and genial hearts an Irish feeling burst. The English monarchs strove in vain, by law, and force, and bribe, to win from Irish thoughts and ways this, more than Irish, tribe, for still they clung to fosterage, to brithom, cloak, and bard. What king dares say to Geraldine, your Irish wife discard? Ye Geraldines. Ye Geraldines. How royally ye reigned o'er Desmond broad and rich Kildare, and English arts disdained. Your sword made knights, your banner waved, free was your bugle call by Glynn's green slopes, and Dingle's tide, from Barrow's banks to Eochael. What gorgeous shrines, what Brian lore, what minstrel feasts there were in and around Ma Nuadade's keep and palace filled Adair. But not for rite or feast ye stayed, when friend or kin were pressed, and foemen fled when Crom Abu bespoke your lance in rest. Ye Geraldines. Ye Geraldines. Since silken Thomas flung King Henry's sword on council board, the English thanes among, ye never ceased to battle brave against the English sway, though axe and brand and treachery your proudest cut away. Of Desmond's blood through woman's veins passed on the exhausted tide, his title lives, a Sasanch churl usurps the lion's hide, and though Kildare tower haughtily, there's ruin at the root, else why, since Edward fell to earth, had such a tree no fruit? True Geraldines. Brave Geraldines. As torrents mold the earth, you channeled deep old Ireland's heart by constancy and worth. When Ginkle, leaguered Limerick, the Irish soldiers gazed to see if the setting sun dead Desmond's banner blazed, and still it is the peasants' hope upon the Curragh's mere, they live who'll see 10,000 men with good Lord Edward here. So let them dream till brighter days, when, not by Edward's shade, but by some leader true as he, their lines shall be arrayed. 7 These Geraldines. These Geraldines. Rain wears away the rock, and time may wear away the tribe that stood the battle's shock, but ever, sure, while one is left of all that honoured race, in front of Ireland's chivalry is that Fitzgerald's place, and though the last were dead and gone, how many a field and town, from Thomas's court to Abbeyfile, would cherish their renown. And men will say of valour's rise, our ancient powers decline, will never soar, it never shone, as did the Geraldine. 8 The Geraldines. The Geraldines. And are there any fears within the sons of conquerors for full 1,000 years? Can treason spring from out a soil bedewed with martyrs' blood? Or has that grown a purling brook which long rushed down a flood? By Desmond swept with sword and fire, by clan and keep laid low, by silken Thomas and his kin, by sainted Edward. No, the forms of centuries rise up, and in the Irish line command their son to take the post that fits the Geraldine.